In the fast-paced world of digital imaging, innovation isn't just appreciated, it's expected. As we head deeper into 2025, Canon is stepping up to the plate with a bold, highly anticipated release, the EOS R7 Mark II. This next-gen APS-C mirrorless camera builds upon the success of its predecessor while carving out its own distinct identity, merging speed, precision, video excellence, and compact ergonomics into a body that feels every bit as professional as it performs. If you're a photographer or filmmaker who's been looking for a serious hybrid camera without jumping into territory, the R7 Mark II may just be your perfect match. This isn't just an incremental update, it's a reimagining of what a compact mirrorless camera can be in the hands of a creator, traveler, or wildlife enthusiast. A fresh take on build and design, the R7 Mark II may look similar to the original at first glance, but once you hold it, the difference is unmistakable. Canon has gone back to the drawing board in terms of physical design. The chassis now uses a magnesium alloy top plate that sheds some weight while adding durability, combined with strengthened polycarbonate materials along the rear and bottom. The entire build feels rock solid, yet noticeably lighter, perfect for long shooting sessions in the field. The grip has been reworked into a deeper, more contoured design, offering increased comfort, especially when paired with larger telephoto lenses. It's clear Canon had working professionals in mind. The control layout has also received thoughtful refinement. A newly centered joystick makes AF point selection easier and more intuitive, while a larger top plate quick control dial enhances menu, navigation, and exposure control. Weather sealing has been significantly improved, now rivaling Canon's more rugged DSLR offerings. Whether you're shooting in misty mountain ranges or dusty desert environments, the R7 Mark II holds its own. Display and viewfinder improvements, the rear LCD touchscreen, now a fully articulating 3.2-inch vari-angle display, features a notable resolution bump to 2.36 million dots. The screen is both brighter and more responsive, making it easier to compose in direct sunlight or from creative low-high angles. Touch responsiveness is crisp, and touch-to-focus remains a core strength of Canon's user interface on the viewfinder front. The EVF sees a serious upgrade, a 3.69 million dot OLED panel with 120 Hz refresh rate ensures a buttery smooth live view experience. Whether you're panning quickly during action sequences or reviewing shots, the display is clear, detailed, and immersive, helping bridge the gap between mirrorless and DSLR for traditionalists who still crave an optical experience. The star of the show, Canon's new APS-C sensor, the headline feature of the R7 Mark II, is undoubtedly its sensor. Newly developed 32.5 MP stacked APS-C backside illuminated BSI chip. This is Canon's first foray into BSI stacked sensor technology within the APS-C space, and the benefits are immediate and profound. This sensor architecture excels in light gathering efficiency and readout speed, resulting in faster performance. Across the board, rolling shutter artifacts are dramatically reduced, which is a huge win for fast-paced video and burst photography. With a native 13.5 stops of dynamic range in RAW files, users will appreciate the flexibility to recover highlight and shadow detail in post-production without introducing noise or color banding. ISO performance is robust, with clean images up to ISO 3200 and surprisingly usable results at ISO 6400 rare for an APS-C sensor. Canon's signature color science remains intact, delivering natural skin tones, deep blues and punchy reds straight out of camera. JPEGs look excellent for quick sharing, while 14-bit RAW gives professionals headroom for serious editing. Next-gen image processor, Digic X2. Powering the R7 Mark II is Canon's newest generation image processor, the Digic X2. This chip brings accelerated data throughput, which not only boosts responsiveness, but also minimizes lag in demanding scenarios like continuous burst shooting or high-resolution video capture. Image noise is kept impressively low, with fine detail and texture preserved across a wide ISO range. The processor also enables real-time autofocus tracking, internal 10-bit video recording, and enhanced stabilization support, all of which are critical for hybrid shooters working in unpredictable environments. Elevating video performance, 4K and beyond. Canon is no longer playing catch-up in the mirrorless video arena. The R7 Mark II establishes itself as a serious contender with video specs that would be impressive in a cinema-focused camera, let alone a sub-$2,000 hybrid body. The camera oversamples its 4K video from a full-width 7K readout, delivering crisp, richly detailed footage at up to 60 fps. For slow-motion work, 4K at 120 fps is also available, though with a slight 1.1x crop. Canon has included 10-bit for 222 to internal recording, which is available across all recording modes. This provides rich color, depth, and grading flexibility that elevates your footage far beyond what 8-bit codecs can offer. Log profiles such as Canon Log 3 and HDR-PQ are supported, aligning this camera with Canon's cinema lineup, including the EOS C70. Whether you're aiming for a filmic look or HDR-ready delivery, the R7 Mark II is ready. A big improvement is thermal management, thanks to a redesigned heatsink and improved internal architecture. The camera can now record for over 90 minutes at 4K 60 fps without any signs of overheating. Vital spec for long-form content creators or documentary shooters, advanced autofocus. That rivals the flagship's autofocus is another area where the R7 Mark II flexes its muscle. The second-generation dual-pixel CMOS AF2 system offers over 6,000 customizable AF zones. Subject detection covers people, animals, birds, and vehicles, using deep learning to keep tracking accurate and sticky in all lighting conditions. AF is particularly impressive, locking on to a subject's iris even when partially obscured or in motion. Whether you're photographing a model in a dimly lit studio or a hawk in flight, the camera handles transitions gracefully without hunting or stuttering. For video users, Canon has integrated tools like focus, peaking, zebra stripes, false color, overlays, and waveform monitors to help ensure precision and exposure control. This makes the camera a practical choice for indie filmmakers and YouTube creators who want pro tools without pro rigs. Speed that doesn't compromise burst shooting sees a massive leap forward with up to 30 frames per second via the silent electronic shutter. For traditionalists or those concerned with banding under artificial lighting, the mechanical shutter still delivers a solid 15 fps plenty for sports, weddings, or wildlife, thanks to the fast readout speed of the stacked sensor. Rolling shutter effects are nearly eliminated. That's a major advantage for fast action, panning shots, or any scenario with erratic motion. Canon's buffer system also keeps allowing over 120 raw files to be captured consecutively using a UHSI ISD card. That's more than enough for intense sequences. where you need to hold the shutter down and pick the best frame later. Unshakable. Stabilization. Canon's in-body image stabilization IBIS system continues to impress, now delivering up to 7.5 stops of compensation when paired with compatible RF lenses. That means you can hand-hold shots down to 1/4 second without motion blur. Tremendous advantage in low light or travel scenarios where a tripod isn't practical. The stabilization system works in tandem with digital IS during video recording to provide gimbal-like steadiness in handheld scenarios. For vloggers or documentary shooters on the move, this makes capturing clean, fluid footage a reality even without a rig. A growing RF lens ecosystem. Lens compatibility is a key part of any mirrorless camera system, and the R7 Mark II doesn't disappoint. It supports Canon's RF mount, meaning users have access to both crop sensor RFS lenses and full-frame RF glass. The latest RFS releases, such as the 11 to 22 mm ultra-wide, the compact 22 mm f2 pancake, and the 55 to 210 mm telephoto are designed to match the size and weight of the R7 Mark II, while maintaining sharp, high-quality optics. On the professional end, full-frame RF lenses, like the 24 to 105 mm f4L and the 70 to 200 mm f2.8L are fully compatible. Due to the APS-C crop factor, these lenses gain additional reach and advantage for wildlife and sports photographers who need tighter framing without cropping in post. Legacy EF and Fs lenses remain usable via Canon's FRF adapter, maintaining full autofocus and stabilization functionality. While the lack of native third-party autofocus lenses from brands like Sigma or Tamron is still a limitation, Canon's own RF lineup is rapidly expanding with consistently excellent performance. Who should buy the Canon EOS R7 Mark II? The R7 Mark II is not a niche camera, it's a tool built for a wide spectrum of creators. Whether you're a seasoned photojournalist, a budding YouTube content creator, or a travel photographer who needs to stay light and nimble, this camera provides the tools you need without the weight or expense of going full frame. Its combination of speed, versatility, and premium video functionality also makes it a strong secondary body for professionals already in the Canon RF ecosystem. While some might argue that Canon's reluctance to open the RF mount to third parties is a downside, the quality and compatibility of its own lenses more than compensate for now.